Hello once again to people who joined to us in meantime. My name is Sebastian Pesz. I'm from Axivo, and I try to tell you a little bit more about the very powerful tool to real-time failure management. We call them CMMS, and I try to explain how it's working and what benefit can give us the system. Okay. This is some of the stories from our customer facility. That means they have problem with some cases. I should say challenges. So they have challenges with overview of all of work, because sometimes the maintenance department can be very big, sometimes the factory can be very big, and it's difficult to find the employees on the production and what they are doing right now. So in this case, this is the challenge, one of the challenge from customer. Of course, cost reduction, because this is always very important. The communication inside the facility between inside the maintenance department and between the department, like maintenance department and production department. I spoke with one of the customer, and he told me they used 3 different channels via WhatsApp, via text message, and via email. So in this case, the communication can be very difficult, and we try to solve this problem, this challenge very easy. Of course, slow andon reaction. Andon means breakdown on your production. We call them andons also. In this case, I will use the andon. Unexpected failures, and try to not doing this on the production. Forgetting about the preventive maintenance, what is very important. We don't like to remember about we cannot remember about everything, because there's a lot of things, mainly on the production, on the line, when we have a lot of machines. So we can skip it or put it to our system, and he will be send us notification about it. I will tell you a little bit more about it. Paper documentation, data in different place. This point is connected, because some of the reports we have on the paper, some files, some information are on email, some are in Excel. So in this case, we want to have everything in one place, because we want to have full history of maintenance or of andon of every single machine. But if our customer make an audit, then we can very easily find every important documentation. And loss of technician knowledge due to staff change. So this is very important to have the knowledge for every maintenance team members, and not only, of course. Okay, first of all, we have inside the system the dashboard, which show us every important thing, like upcoming, ongoing, on recently finished orders. For example, we can focus on KPIs like downtime or MTBF, and we can check it what's happening on current shift. Is there any really hot topic to close by maintenance department? So in this case, we have quick summary of all of the work. Reaction on late orders, because this is typical in our customer facility, and check the orders without reaction, like, for example, preventive maintenance. KPIs are very important for every customer, so we can compare the KPIs and the cost, for example, between the similar lines, similar buildings, between the machine. If we have the 2 similar machine but in different age, then we compare. Maybe it's good opportunity to make to change one of the machine, because the cost of the maintenance of one of it can be very, very high, higher than the second one, the newest. So in this case, we can create a dashboard with information and the most important KPIs, and compare lines, buildings, different facilities. And of course, we can monitoring the trend, because then we can create new action and new steps. But before we start to create the andons, we need to build our factory structure. In this case, we have different way. I mean, our customer have a different way because sometimes they create just the line. Some of the customer go much deeper and create the every single machine on the line. Some of the customer even make a very important part of the machine, like engine, like I don't know, PLC or HMI screen, for example. So first we create the factory structure, and then we can if we put more data here, then we have more information on the next steps in our reports, in our performance dashboards, and we can of course monitoring the cost deeper to every single machine if it's necessary. Of course, in CMMS we can create the maintenance orders, but it can be add-on, like breakdowns, but it can be not only add-ons. We can create the idea, we can create the calibration and preventive maintenance. I will tell you a little bit more about it. And then we have everything, all data in one place. Okay. When we have a lot of information, one of our customer have, after 7 months of using the system, around 12,000 cases inside the system. So the maintenance department can be very big, and there can be a lot of information. To summarize the information, we can create the separate dashboard, the screen for the maintenance department. We recommend to our customer to put the big TV screen inside the maintenance room. Then they have a very easy access to today job or something hot topic, like I said, or any other cases open or late cases which we need to make right now because it's over time very much. So in this case, we can create the customized screen for our customer, and depends of the customer. Sometimes we show if the customer have team dedicated for a single line or single building, then they can see only this area, or they can see all the factory. Depends of the customer, like I said. So in this case, it's fully customized for the customer needs. Like I said, nobody can remember about the everything. So we try to help our customer to forget because system will be remember about it. Forget about the preventive maintenance, preventive calendar. Inside the system, we have a preventive calendar with every single action dedicated for every single machine. Because on the line, maybe it's not very big, but on the line you have your resources, that means your machine, and we can create the preventive calendar, preventive action for every single machine, and we will have on the timeline see when the action should be due, or if we are if we forget about some of the action, then we can check what's happening because we have some other very important topic and we need to switch the preventive maintenance on the later. But in this case, if you have that calendar, you won't forget about any periodic inspection, any periodic calibration, or any other action. And you have, like I said, it's very helpful for our customer when they have the audit audit inside the factory. It's very easy to show, okay, we have planned on the preventive maintenance in the future, but this is the information about the periodic preventive maintenance from the past, for example. Of course, what is the, in our opinion, big advantage of our system? We can create the separate reports, separate forms to dedicated action for the maintenance department. I mean, If we have a calibration, we don't want to forget about any preventive calibration for the machine, for example, or preventive maintenance. We want to create we can create the checklist for the maintenance team, and they don't forget about any single step. How we do it? We do it in paperless. This is our separate module. First of all, we create the flow because we want to know what will be the next step or what should be the next step if something is wrong. If we create the flow, of course, we do it together with customer. If we create the flow, if we have ready flow, then we go to create the templates. The templates can be dedicated for every machine, every line, every action. So in this case, we will have every single step, and we don't forget about any steps which can be very important in the future because we want to use our machine. They shouldn't stop, and we don't need to repair it. If we create the templates, then we create the forms. This is the example of the forms where we have information about the steps. So very easy technical team can check, okay, I make all of the steps. Every person which have access to our system need to log into the system. So we exactly know who is responsible for this action, who is responsible for this step. And in this case, the technician need to confirm the steps. So in the future, we can check. Okay, everything was okay with this action. Everything was okay with this report, and we have historical data inside the system. So we have a plan. Time need to each task. So this is helpful for our customer. We have very easy show the list to do, so we don't skip any steps, like I said. Inside the CMMS system, we can create the warehouse. We can create the one warehouse, or we can create the few warehouse dedicated for different location inside the factory. We can very deeply describe the every single warehouse. I mean, we can create the warehouse for the building with description of the racks, of the shelves. If we have a warehouse, then we have parts in this warehouse. So we can create we monitoring the stocks on and location of items. We can make create an order list to purchase department, automatically send to them the necessary parts to order on the production, because we have information about the limits. If we cross the limits on in our warehouse with some critical limits for some parts, then automatically we have a notification inside the system, and we send information to the purchasing department. We need 10 pieces of this part because we are under the limit. We can make, of course, the inventory inside the system. So we can create the labels, we can print the labels, we can, if we have a mobile terminals, then we can scan the barcodes, for example, and automatically put the parts, and it can be connected to our order or to machine, and it's possible inside the system. We can create the calendar for employees because, like I said, sometimes the maintenance team can be very big, and if they are on the production, it's difficult to find them. So we can check where are our employees today, for example. We can check what they are doing right now. We can manage on the future the team and plan the absence. If some of the employees will have a holiday, then we can switch the guy responsible for the preventive maintenance, for example, and put this order to other person. And it's helpful because we have a make sure the right stuff availability and import the data for HR system. We can monitoring our components and tools on the production. So if we know our injection molding machine need to be repaired, need to change the tool in every 10,000 steps on the production, then we can put it to the system, and the system create automatically the information. Okay, we have 89% of the cycle from one of the machine, and we need to create the automatic. Of course, the system can do it automatically. Can create the task for the maintenance department in next week. Probably we need to change the tool on the injection molding number 5 because the tool need the regeneration, for example. In this case, customer not miss any replacement of tool. It's much easier to planning the production, and of course we can cost save because we don't destroy any tool if we because we forget about the regeneration of tools. So in this case it's a helpful solution. Inside the system, this is another thing which we don't need to have in mind. I mean, the maintenance manager don't need to have it in mind. So we create the employee skills, manage the skills of employees. We create the permission on the factory, like working safety, like permission on the using forklifts, for example. We create the team of the maintenance team. It can be people from customer factory, but it can be people from outside company, because sometimes we need the service guy from, I don't know, KUKA Robots, for example. So in this case, we can create that resources. And to this people, to this person, we sign the permission, the skills. It can be permission on, like I said, forklift, for example, which is important, which employee can use per 2 years. He after every 2 years he need to make another, I don't know, test, for example. But it can be skills like, okay, this guy knows very well this injection molding machine because he always repair it. So in this case, it's easier to assign him that add-on from this machine. We don't need to remember, the system give us reminder when the skill will not be valid, and manage the skill for external companies, like I said. Inside the system, we can put all of the attachments. It can be PDF reports, it can be screen, it can be photo, it can be movie. It can be helpful because we have a data inside the one place, like I said. And it can be helpful because we can check very easy. I mean, the person responsible for some action on the machine can check very easy in history of the machine. Okay, last time we have trouble with this part of the machine. Maybe in this action will be the same. So we don't have problem with when somebody left the company, then we have a history of the machine and we can use his knowledge because he knows the machine better, but the knowledge is still inside the company. And like I said, we can put the movie, the PDF, and any other files, and we have everything in one place. And it's of course very helpful when we have again audit from the customer side. We can show him this is all the history of documentation for every single machine, for every single employee. So it's easy to answer on every customer question. We have documentation in one place, what is very important for our customer, and not only, and attach any document for maintenance usage in the future. What benefits we have to implement the system? I told you about more or less about everything, but of course we have all data in one place. We have reports faults quickly with our paperless maintenance system. So like I said, we can create the single checklist dedicated for every action, every machine, every line. We can very easy planning our inspection, our resources, what's going on actual machine, cycle time. We have reminders of schedule work and timely inspection because we don't remember it. We don't want to remember about the system. Need to remember about that action. Better control on repair time because we have a big performance panel. We can check the MTTF, MTBF, and all of information, all important KPIs dedicated for maintenance department. Increase machine availability and performance indicators. Tracking machine maintenance cost. Like I said, we can compare line to line, machine to machine, and show very easy to our management. Okay, we need a new injection molding machine because the old one is we have very big trouble with it, and the cost is very high, and preventive failures for occurring. In this case, when our customer implement the system to his facility, this is the most important thing. We can reducing production downtime over 65%. Increasing mean time to failure MTTF 25%, reducing mean time to repair because we remember about the preventive maintenance. We remember about the everyday, I don't know, oiling, for example, machine about 55%, and reducing the total number of repairs about around the 10% because like I said, we remember about the preventive and not skip any preventive on our production. Okay, thank you for your attention about the CMMS. If you have any question to this system, it's a good moment to ask about it.
All right, thank you, Sebastian, about showing us insights into your CMMS. We do have a few questions. Let me check the Q&A button. The first question would be for you. Are the Andon boards shown available as standard, and can customers customize them independently?
Yeah, of course, the system is customized for every customer. I mean, every customer, like I said, we call the Andon, for example. Some customer call the downtime, any other. So, every implementation, on every implementation, we sit together with the customer and ask him about the names, about every details, and then we make a customization for him for his system because he want to be he need to be easy to use for the maintenance team and not only.
Then a second question would be, is it possible to connect CMMS with external systems like ERP and MES?
Yeah, of course, it's a very good question. In this case, yes, I need to answer yes, it's possible. If we have connection with MES system, then we have information direct from the machine. I mean, when the operator called the technician, it's possible from operator panel, then automatically we create the order for the maintenance team. And we know very well what's happening. We can read automatically because we have two ways. I mean, if we have deep connection with the machine, then the failures from the machine can be automated, sent to the CMMS. And if we don't have, the machine is very old and we don't have possibility to do deep connection with PLC, for example, on the machine, then the operator can call the maintenance and send them a notification, the alert about some trouble about the calibration of the machine. So in this case, it's very possible with, of course, MES system. And of course, it's possible with ERP system, because then we have information, for example, about the orders dedicated for our production. And then we can compare it with the preventive maintenance in our calendar, and then we can check, okay, in this moment we have a preventive maintenance. We can call to our sales department, for example, and ask, can we skip about 2, 3, 5 hours some order on the production, because we need to make a preventive maintenance on the machine.
Mm-hmm. Then we have a very detailed question. By the way, you can also see them yourself in the Q&A session. You said that on the second slide, react on late orders, that was a key benefit. And where does the target date for the order come from? So do they come, do they also have to be planned in the IPS or with the IPS?
Good question. I need to look on my second screen, second slide, sorry. Give me just a second on the second slide.
You can share again if you want.
That's mean. Is it possible? Yes, I think it's possible. Maybe a better question for the Dualis, because I think, in my opinion, it's possible to create the orders for the maintenance. I think it's possible, but of course we can do it inside our system. I'm almost sure we can make an interface between both systems. So I hope the customer wants to see in one system information about the preventive maintenance and want to planning their production. So I think, in my opinion, it's possible, but we can compare it with our technical team and colleagues from Dualis, and then answer very, very precisely on this question.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we will take that question also with us. One last question. Can CMMS systems be used for more than just production machinery?
Okay. Yeah, it's very important. I forget about it, because a lot of customers thinking about the CMMS and connected it very strong with the production machine and lines and all of the stuff. But of course, yes, we can use the CMMS system for whole buildings, for the gates inside our company, about the air conditions. I mean, one time per year we need to change the filter inside the air condition because we breathe this air. So in this case, we can use the CMMS system for every single resources inside the company, and not only on the production, inside the office, out of the buildings, everything can be in one place. So we can use it, and we don't need to remember about the preventive for the single resources.
All right. Okay. Let me check if there are more questions. Right now, no. Just for everyone who's new also in the session, you can ask questions via the Q&A button. And if we have the time after each session, we calculated like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then we can answer the questions with our speakers over here. If we don't have the time, we will come back to you later and answer the questions for you. Okay, thank you, Sebastian.